Всем доброго времени суток. Продолжаем прохождение Elex. Мы уже подходим к куполу. И чё, погнали. Нам надо найти телепорт, потому что вот этот чел ушел в маленький лагерь вот сюда. Аркс вот этот. Я его хочу взять. Я думаю, что он будет получше, чем этот Рэй. Ну, потому что есть ружбайка неплохая. Ё-моё. Сколько тут живности, ребята, вообще ужас. Блин, не на то нажал. Да иди ты в пень. В смысле, кто? Кто на меня? Пойдем, пойдем. Гадом туннель такой. Интересно. Тут вроде должен кто-то быть, наверное, да? А что-то никого нету внутри. Должен быть торговец, по идее. Что-то тут не так. Я надеюсь, это не глюк какой-нибудь. Рецепт целебного зелья. Смотри, никого нету. Почему? Опа, рюкзачок, ключ от сундука, смотри-ка. Собиратель осколков получил я. Подожди, ну что-то не то здесь. Где люди? Вон какая-то группа стоит, смотри. Так, ну давай для начала откроем сундучок. Зловещая записка. А ну-ка, читканем. Где зловещая записка? Не понял. А, это вторая такая. Здесь был Фред опять, понял. Что это за Фред такой? Хлам, хренам. Такое себе. Ну, хотя как, сигаретки можно продать. Что это за растения такие интересные?
I've scored some decent loot from these ruins, but you have to search for stuff.
Кто это такие?
Someone needs to go out there and kill every
О,
last
какой-то
raptor.
изгой здесь.
I don't know the
wish my
guy.
brother could
Suppose
see
I never
down
will
here.
now.
He always loved this sort of stuff.
You think you can get a hold of a decent set of Alp components? I can find some shards to cover that.
Someone hears that.
Welcome to the camp of the impure, where the poor souls barred from the city stand and wait for the Alps to kill them.
What do you want here?
We don't want anything here. We want to be in there, in the city, as the law says we can, as the law says we should be. Those clerics are supposed to uphold the law, yet here we are. The gate's closed to us.
Well, if it ain't Hunter, the Duke's been asking after you.
The Duke knows where I am, and you can fuck off.
I want to get into the city. Can you get me in?
Have you tried to get in yet?
No, not yet.
Well, seeing as you're not an outlaw, it's worth you giving it a try. If he refuses to let you in, then come back and speak to me. I might know how you can get by the gate guard.
Is she really so gullible?
Интересно. А с чего ради-то они должны вот запускать-то, я не пойму.
Sneaking around, yet everyone can see him. What an idiot.
Че, нельзя? А я себе попробую.
Useless fucking thief. You'll pay for that.
I'll take care of this.
Весело. Ладно, больше не
Sneaking
буду.
around, yet everyone can see him. What an idiot.
Yeah, it needs to be totally reworked. If you can get the spares.
Believe in it.
Ладно,
Is she
ладно.
really so gullible?
Интересно. Ну, пойдем попробуем зайти. Так, нам, во-первых, нужен этот телепорт. Что я не вы... А, вот он. На
This
овца и
teleporter is
зверь
active.
бежит.
It appears
Телепорт
to be
Харт.
connected to another near the Hort in Ignadon.
Кажется, он связан с чем? Блин, пропустил. Чем он там? Ага, смотри, нифига. Круто. А ну-ка пойдем попробуем слетать. Прямо интересно мне. Это я уже сразу могу в злодейское логово залезть, что ли? Тури там робот какой. Че, ты шмалять меня будешь? Нет? Блин, весело. Боевой колосс клириков. Блин, как тут все. А, так это база клириков. Нифига. А я-то думал, у них только одна база, вот этот купол. А где тогда эта база этих альбов? Вот здесь, что ли, блин? Ну, получается, да. Смотри, нифига себе, круто. То есть у клириков аж две базы, блин. Ну, давай быстренько сбегаем, посмотрим, что там есть. Меня, скорее всего, сюда и не пустят даже.
Halt, stranger. Not another step. You're walking on the holy ground of Kalan. The only people allowed in here are clerics, recruits, or traders with permits.
How about people with spare shards to give you? Yeah? Hey? Yeah? No? No. Okay, no.
Where am I?
You are in Ignadon, at the Hort, the stronghold of the clerics, the repository of Magalan's knowledge, and last bastion of the free people against the threat of the Owls.
So how can I get in?
Sorry, I thought I made that clear. You can only enter the Hort if you are a cleric, a recruit, or you have a trading permit.
Here. Is this enough to persuade you to let me in?
I'm going to pretend you didn't try to offer me a bribe. That sort of thing might work in Tavar, but here in Ignadon, it's an insult to my honor. Although, it has given me an idea. Accepting shards is forbidden, but if you could take care of some business for me, that would honor Kalan. And perhaps persuade me that you entering the Hort was for official business.
You have a deal. Tell me what you need doing.
Good, right. I can't talk about this now. There's an inspection due. But we'll talk later, all right? Unless you've got any questions about the Horde I could answer for you, then you can go in. Well, you can go in after you've had my briefing. You won't find Kalan's commandments too strict. You should know that anyone bringing initiates into the Horde will be responsible for them. All initiates must be clear of mind. Chems are forbidden. Anyone found taking them will need to report to the Suggesters for re-education. All who are clear of mind must hear Kalan's words. All must adhere to his wisdom and tell others of it. For we need to recruit. We've taken losses in our battle with the Owls. And now the Berserkers and the Outlaws are trying to take advantage of that. Which is crazy. If we fall, then who is going to stop the Owls sweeping all the free people from Magaland? Those who wish to join us must come to the Horde to train. The successful ones become acolytes. That's it. Briefing over. You are free to move about Hort.
Фига как просто.
Who's in charge here at the Horde?
Our adjudicators, Reinhold and Albrecht. You will find them at the rear of the stronghold in the cathedral. They are served by the paladins, legates, and acolytes here in the Hort. And all who are here follow Kalan. His wisdom guides us all.
You have a lot of machines here.
The Hort holds and protects old world knowledge. We, the clerics, have kept it, developed it, and hold it in trust for all Magaland. Our mechs hold back the Owls. I hope we can find more people to stand and fight beside them.
Do you offer any sort of training here?
The man you're looking for is Hagen. Just go through the stairs by the lava pit. He's usually up there somewhere. Carry on.
Ха, так ну пошли тогда, чё? Ладно. В город пойдем чуть позже, значит. Давайте глянем, что тут есть. О, смотри, сколько тут интересного, наверное. Опа! Робот-пылесос. Смотри.
The Horde.
Офигеть.
You know, this place doesn't exactly welcome outlaws. You're gonna have my back, right? Right?
You want me to handle your crap?
More. Handle any crap that the clerics try and throw at me.
Do you have friends anywhere, Ray?
Автомат. Целебное зелье. А, вот куда нужно старые монеты кидать. Смотри-ка. Хорошо, что я их не продавал. Ха-ха. Целебное зелье за 4 монеты. Крутяк, крутяк. Слушай, как у них тут все современненько, блин, а. Офигеть. Самое главное, стырить даже нечего. Опа. Таямба. Никого.
Too easy.
Фигня. Поэтому и слабенький такой. Оп, ты что не
Are you
видела?
looking for something?
А, это я со служебного входа зашел, да? Ну ты же не против? Марта. Ладно. Зайдем с другого входа. Опять куча народа, с которым можно поговорить.
Stop it!
Чё? Ну и взял, что ты ничейная же.
Where did they pick you up? You look like you've walked through the whole Alb War to get here. Here, take this. It looks like you could use it. Just don't tell anyone, all right?
If you won't eat it, I will.
А сейчас, ага.
You want me to keep food secret?
We're short of a lot of things, which means rationing, which means paperwork, blah blah. But if someone's stomach is growling, I'd rather deal with that first, then get to the tick boxes. From now on, though, you'll have to fit in with the daily rations. Once a day, in the refectory. It might not be tasty, but it'll keep you alive. The daily rations are free for our happy family of clerics. Everyone else has to pay.
Интересно.
How long have you been in charge of the refectory?
I was assigned here when the last food technician sent a dozen men to the infirmary. It wasn't my first choice, but the job came with a promotion, a safe posting, and a complete absence of rippers.
Do you feed everyone here in the Horde?
Yes, with help from others and our technology. It was join a faction and stay alive. So, glory to Kalan. Yes, there are some issues. Some of our order are a bit strict to the point of being an asshole, and the food sucks, but at least we're not murderous outlaws.
Oh, why is the food so bad?
Ignadon's rocky soil isn't the best for growing things. So, we have to supplement with manufactured substitutes. Nutritionally balanced, designed for body and a balanced metabolism. They sort of forgot the flavor.
Why don't you trade with the other factions to get food?
That question's way above my rank. But I suppose we just can't afford to be dependent on them. But you're right. Maybe supplementing our supplies is a good idea. I know some people on the outside who haven't joined the faction. They could trade with us. Yeah, that would help them and us.
Why haven't you started trading already?
Because I want this done diplomatically. To organize something we can keep going in the future. That means finding someone who understands the people out there as well as those in here. Do you think that's you?
Да легко.
I can negotiate the food supplies for you.
This will take tact. I don't want guns waved around. There's to be no bloodshed. But if you really want to make a difference and help us start working together, then I'm prepared to trust you. They put together survival packs with fresh meat in them. They're hunters, you see. If you could get me 20 of those packs, anything we can get to supplement what the foraging units bring in has to be a help. So talk to them and see if you can make it an ongoing arrangement.
Where are the people you want to trade with?
They've set up a makeshift camp southwest of Hort. Find our outpost out there and go north. You'll find them there. See what they need, and if we can make this a long-term arrangement, right? That will make a real difference.
Do you have some food for me?
I can understand that you're hungry, but you will have to wait 24 hours for another serving. That's the way it goes.
What goods have you got?
Of course.
Ну что у тебя тут? Прохладного супа. Огнелист. Что дает? Сопротивляемость огню. Согревающего супа. Против холода. А это что? Самогон и яблоки. Блин, самогон нужен для другого. Тут все лишь здоровье. Рецепт яблочной наливки. Так, больше тебя ничего нету, да? Ладно. А что можно взять? Ну-ка, стой. Эй-эй-эй-эй-эй. Чё ты раз... Сигарету дай. Ты даже базарить со мной не хочешь? О, смотри. Монетки. Монетки — нужная вещь. Автоматы. Спущу на автоматы. Блин, нельзя вот в такой залезть нафиг. Боевой колосс. Крошить всех, блин. Направо, налево. Так. Это волк. Здорово.
Whoa, whoa, watch yourself there. It's not safe around here. Trust me, you gotta watch your step. Otherwise, you'll end up squashed flatter than an alb's conscience. Just be careful, all right?
You think I should be afraid of a few rocks?
Yes, those rocks weigh a hell of a lot, meaning if they fall, there won't be a hell of a lot left of you. But don't let me keep you with all my chatter. I've got to get back at it. I'm reckoning you're not that into ore extraction techniques anyway.
Ага, смотри-ка, ошибаешься. Нет.
You bang rocks to...
Yeah.
Так, не пойдет. Это не пойдет. Ладно, потом с тобой поговорим как-нибудь. Упал блок сигарет, просто валяется. Слушай, тут вообще что-то валяется, фигня какая-то. Про какие камни-то он говорил? Лава. Ну и как железяки эти не плавятся тут? Так, главное, блин, постепенно все проходить, а то охренеть. Нужно заблудиться. Так, это опять кухня, да? Столовая, точнее. Ё-моё, тут, блин, интересно все. Дроны, стражи, понятно. Боевые роботы, блин, смотри на них. Так, ну пойдем слева. По левой руке пойдем. Ты что, какой-то жилой комплекс, что ли? Ну-ка, пока меня никто не видит.
Too easy.
Угу. Вы тут покуриваете, я смотрю, конкретно, да? Кругом сигареты. Че, никого нету, что ли? Ой, сколько тут сигарет. Угу. Короче, вы прям это... Реально думаете, что... Тут воровать некому, да? О, игрушечный автомобильчик идет. Двери нараспашку. Заходи, бери, что хочешь.
Not now.
Ты тут живешь?
Will you stop sneaking?
Да ладно тебе. Угу. Сигарет куча. Куча сигарет. Я понял. Клирики тут эти самые эти. Курящие, да? Смотри-ка, меня никто не останавливает. Кольцо. Кольцо. Это хорошо. А ну-ка. Сейчас поглядим, что это за колечко. Колечко-то я могу, наверное, одеть сразу, да? Да. Увеличивает запас. Не могу одеть. Максимальная энергия. Ну, ладно. Что теперь? Угу. Так, тут что у нас? Опять жилой кубрик просто. Блин, я сейчас этот сломаю, наверное. Мне прям интересно, с него что-нибудь выпадет. С робота-пылесоса. Тут кого-то порезал, что ли, блин? Так. А ну-ка. Крутяк. Зашел, сломал пылесос в хате. Разобрал его на запчасти. Свалил. Вот это я понимаю. Надо сразу с самого начала сюда идти. Администрация. Тут какая-то мусорка у них. Мусорка у администрации, блин. Ну, пойдем поговорим в администрации, чё.
We need to show greater resolve if we're to defeat them.
Легат.
No, you won't get my help right now.
Sure, okay.
Хаген. Хаген. Ты ли это? Ты что тут за старшего?
If I see you running around with an holstered weapon, you're going to get a very painful weapons safety lesson. You have to earn the right to train here, initiate.
Я не адепт, что ты? Я сам умею защищаться, ну ё-моё.
Understood.
That is what I want to hear.
Это зараза. Ну нет, так нет. Что я могу тебе сказать?
Why even waste time thinking about it?
There were too many of them ready for it.
Так. Блин, как тут много всего. Администрация. Да что тебе? Да я уже заблудился здесь. Угу. Вот старший, походу. Дитрих.
So, you're here to report for initiation.
Initiation?
Instruction. Education. A preparation for readiness. My name is Dietrich, and it is my job to ready all new initiates for the trials that will face them. But before you ask any more questions, let's get one thing clear. All the free people need to be properly trained if we want to survive what's coming. Those Albs want to destroy us all. I won't accept a lack of discipline. I expect loyalty, hard work, application, and results.
What do you think is coming?
The Albs. What? Do you think they will just disappear tomorrow? And while we are waiting for them, the outlaws are plotting something in Tavar. That Duke has plans. So, we must plan too. Plan and train. If you want to progress, then that's what I need to see. That's what Kalan expects. It is what you should demand of yourself.
If the training's so strict, how come you're just sitting around?
I do so every day, and my tasks aren't easy. I take care of internal matters and coordinate training. And I get into the field when I can. You have to stay sharp to provide the best training, and to understand our enemy. If we are to work with the free people, if the clerics are to save the free people from the Alps, this is what we must do.
What do you want me to do?
Someone has been undermining the training program we have here. Some of the initiates have been caught taking chems. I mean, it's a crazy thing to do, but some people do it to gain an edge, but end up becoming addicts. Look at the Alps. I need to find who is bringing this poison in and selling it to our initiates. You don't have something to do with it, do you?
You suspect me because I'm new here.
I wanted to test your reaction. You'd be tied up and neck-deep in jackal shit by now if I really thought you were behind it. Remember that, if you get tempted in the future. But whoever it is, I want these bastards dealt with. And if you found one set, can you find these assholes too? I want you to track them down wherever they are, in the Hort or beyond. Are you with me?
About the Elex smuggling. Why do you trust me with this?
You weren't here when all this started, so you can't be part of it. But this isn't just blind trust and hope. I'll be watching you and making sure you stick to the task.
I will find the criminals behind this.
Good. My information says that the Elex is coming from somewhere to the south. There's a recon post there in the ruins of an old fort. Start there, and turn everything upside down if you have to. If our people don't cooperate, show them this warrant. And tell them I want answers. That will be all. Dismissed.
Настоящим подтверждаю, что застава подлежит досмотру от моего имени. Личному составу оказать содействие. Ну, круто, чё? Как мне так доверяет? Ты спишь, что ли? Офигеть, как ты можешь? Какой-то хер. О, это этот?
I was hoping I would find you here one day. I couldn't really talk to you in Goliath. Everything moved so quickly. Here, please take this as thanks for your help getting me out of Edan.
Ну ничего.
Were there any problems during your escape?
I'm still breathing, but only just. As you surely remember, Rika, the wife of the warlord, assigned me to a group that was transporting a seedling. I got a good way from the fort, traveling disguised as a cultivator.
So what happened?
Well, the armor is one thing, but eventually they asked me questions about my job. After all, those berserkers had nothing else but that damn vegetable.
And were you found out?
Yes. I could see their suspicions growing, so I used the next chance I got to get away. When we were ambushed by a mulch, I fled. Luckily, I ran straight into the hands of a cleric patrol. From then, it was child's play to get back to Hort from there.
That's all I need to know.
Right. Well, thank you for everything. I will never forget this.
Ну и ладно. А чё не переоделся-то, блин, до сих пор? Херней этой ходишь. Так, а чё, все что ли?
Don't take it
Ты чё
personally.
сморкаешься тут меня?
You have things to do. Go
You
and
need
do
me to explain that again?
Легат. Что тут за разруха? Ни хрена нету. Верстачок. Ты кто?
Hey, do you have my package?
What package?
What? Oh, excuse me. Just forget it.
Who are you waiting around here for?
For the package. Well, the guy with the package. That's why I asked for the package. And as you don't have the package, then we don't have anything to talk about.
What are you doing here?
I'm a chemist. I mix things to keep the mechs from seizing up. Just a simple chemist, that's all.
Да чтоб тебя, блин.
No. Tell me more about...
I mix things. In fact, I have stuff.
Зараза, блин. Опять нужна всякая фигня. А, кстати, выживание. А ну-ка. У меня же есть. Оп. Выживание же надо ему.
What?
What's this package?
Nothing. Well, just things I've ordered. Supplies for the horde. And as you don't have the package, then we don't have anything to talk about.
Я понял.
What are you doing here?
I'm a chemist. I mix things. Just...
And are you happy with that?
Yeah, I'm lucky, I guess. I'd rather do my work here than get sent to the front. I mean, this is where my skills are needed. It's better that I build machines to fight than I get myself killed. I'm lucky I learned to craft. Here, take this. You can start practicing.
Лоток получен.
Do you have anything to trade?
Trade? Do I look like a trader? No, I don't have anything to trade.
You don't have anything to trade?
Well, I might not be a trader, but I suppose I could do some trading for a few things.
По-моему, ты причастен
Let's do some business.
Okay then.
к
Let me know what you
торговле
have to trade.
препами, блин. Смотри, какой классный амулет. И механика, и харизма. Ты-ты. И кольцо ловкости, блин. Ха. А то, что, интересно, к ловкости добавляешь, можно будет обучаться, да, наверное? Или не может быть? Давай посмотрим, что я смогу продать. Амулет маскировки. Что дает? Один камуфляж. Старые монеты. За 7. Да. Целебное зелье. Там малое целебное, да? Оно, наверное, полтинник стоит, да? Слушай, ну есть смысл покупать монеты, я так понимаю, да? Электронный хлам всякий. Так, что я могу тебе продать? Давай посмотрим. Зазубренный топор. Топор обычный. Сила нужна еще. Топор-топорик. оружие мы продавать пока не будем. Вот штаны можно продать, да. Штаны вора нафиг не нужны. И штаны механика. Так. Всякие блюда, похлебка. 20-ка. Так. Хлеб понятен. Мясо мокрицы понятно. А, кстати, элексовое питье. Очки характеристики +2. Привычная альбу порция. Очки характеристик +2. Сейчас попробуем. Так, золотой шопа. Здесь. Так, ладно, это все трава-трава. Шланг за какой-то зачем-то, непонятно зачем. Так, давай. Когти, перья, кости, нахер. Хлам продавать, не продавать. Давай половину продадим. Электронный хлам пока ставим. Кузнецу отдать железо. Да, наверное, можно, но пока не буду продавать это все. Фотографии. Так, получается, молоток может для чего-то нужен, раз он мне дал его. Для изготовления, может, для какого-то. Так что один буду оставлять, мало ли, пригодится. То потом хрен найдешь. Шкатулка. Блин, она для чего-то нужна. Она единственная, откуда-то тут взялась. Пачки денег. Может, вот, видишь, монеты пригодятся. Вот. Ну, в принципе, да и хрен с ним. Че, 2000 у меня есть? Пусть будет пока. Так, подтвердить обмен. Отлично. Но ты явно замешан в торговле Элексом. Я прям уверен в этом. Слишком уж ты подозрителен. Так. Я вот пришел. Блин, откуда я пришел? Блин, я заблудился. Я отсюда пришел? Да, вон там администрация, точнее.
What did you think of the last sermon?
To be honest, I wasn't pleased.
Это тетенька Анна. Здравствуй, Анна.
Whatever brings you to the Hort. Welcome, I guess. Say, how well do you know the area outside the Hort? I guess you can take care of yourself if you've managed to make it here.
What's that to you?
Well, you see, if you can handle yourself, I could use your help.
What do you need help with?
A squad of combat mechs has gone haywire. They're refusing remote shutdown and are attacking anything that moves. I sent a recovery party to attempt a reset, but they're late making their report. I've got to find out what happened to the recovery party and what's gone wrong with those mechs. There's another squad of mechs due off the assembly line, and I need to know what's gone wrong before they go haywire too. It's probably a faulty batch of AI chips. That's my guess. But I need someone to go out there and check the chipsets so I can check them.
So, you're some sort of mechanic?
Mechanic? I'm a legate, responsible for procuring materials, producing new mechs, and repairing our mech squadrons, among other duties. Sure, the other legates are out there using their skills and suggestions to take the fight forward, but we're here giving the Hort the mechs that keep us safe.
How can I be promoted to legate?
You'll have to prove yourself to the Judicators. You should start by talking to Judicator Reinhold up in the Citadel. You'll find him more approachable than Ulbricht. We're short of personnel, so he would welcome a new acolyte.
Why don't you fix those mechs yourself?
Oh, no, I've had no field training. Assembly lines, manufacturing, and repair in a nice warm workshop. That's what I do.
Понятно.
Okay, I'll bring you the AI chips.
Good. I hope I'm right about this. And I hope it's just one batch that's affected. If this is a problem with the AI chip design, we'll have to track down all the AI chips of that design before more mechs go homicidal. Get me those AI chips and make it fast, will you? Fast like, I need those chips now.
Where can I find these mechs?
Well, they were supposed to be on a trial run out to the border with Tavar. But as far as I know, they only got a short distance from the Hort. Let me upload their location beacons to your adjutor. Now, I'm not promising their trackers are working. Not if everything else is malfunctioning.
And if these coordinates are wrong?
Well, the recovery team said they'd found the mechs out by the old world runway. So there's a good chance they're still there.
Runway?
An old airstrip where planes used to... That doesn't matter. It's a big concrete road. Head out of the Hort and go west. You'll find it.
Concrete runway to the west. Got it.
Unless you know how to...
Ты ё-моё. Ну да ладно. Да чтоб тебе, я уже тут заблудился, честно говоря.
If you have something to report, speak to Judicator Reinhold. If you have something to report, speak to Judicator Reinhold.
Those things are properly programmed, right? You're not gonna see an outlaw and start firing.
Какой-то нервничал.
Hey, you! I need an adjustable wrench and a set of retaining rings. And, if you are up for it, bring me a weapons-grade Elex battery, a pressurized air intake valve, and what was the last?
Ну и что мне ответить ему?
I'll get the things you need.
Wait a second. There is still something missing. Let me think now. Damn it, it was right here. I had it a moment ago.
Do you want my help?
Quiet. Oh, damn it, that's my line of concentration gone. You know how hard it is to get a moment's peace to think in this place? Damn it, what the hell was it that I was thinking about? I think I will have to get the tool myself. The machines we build and maintain here, they are all that will stop the owls. But, do I get the resources I need to do the job properly? Do I, hell?
А ну-ка, давай попробуем помолчать.
Hey,
I'll get...
wait, damn it. Adjustable wrench, retaining rings, pressurized air intake valve, and I'm still missing a few screws, of course. But what was the last thing? Not the orbital reset brake. At any rate, I have that. Pin 3 bracket arm. I know I forgot one of those last time. Could it be that again? Think. Well, I've not seen it anywhere. But what if it's something else?
Do you want my help?
Quiet. Oh, damn it, that's my line of... You know how hard it is to... Damn it! The machines we... But...
What's got you so stressed?
We used to work. But now everything we do is for combat. I didn't become a mechanic for that, but I suppose we all have to do our duty if this war is to be won.
It sounds like you think your work is important.
Now, you're sounding like a legate. This isn't ego. This isn't about me. This is about getting the equipment our forces need. You don't think that's important? We are the only ones who can really stop the Alps. That takes a toll. That means everything here has to go smoothly. That means I've got to get production running at full capacity. And it means I need someone to take care of some of the day-to-day things, while I get all this working properly.
Pay me, and I'll help you.
Deal. It's not like I have time to waste. I need you to get me a set of replacement parts. With all the mechanics we've lost recently, we are chronically undermanned here. So, this list has been sitting here waiting to be sorted. If you're available, I need you to get over to my supplier and get me those parts, okay?
No problem.
Thanks. I'll see you when you get back. Good luck. We need those parts.
Where can I find your supplier?
He's a trader. He sets up business near the gate during the late evening hours.
Teach me something.
It's done.
А, блин. Опять забыл. Надо ж это. Кстати, трофеи. Где этот, блин? Элексовое питье. Ну-ка. Холодность повышается, характеристики плюс 2. Холодность нейтральная. А, вот эти характеристики 2. Ну, крутяк, ладно, все равно хорошо. Кстати, 22. А мне нужно очки характеристик. Тут мне нужно хитрость прибавить. 15, да? 15 хитрости. Мне нужно, да, еще вот это характеристики. Тут мне интеллект нужен, зараза. С каждым уровнем. Интеллект. Так, на что еще интеллект нужен? Блин, тут хитрость нужна. Трачу 15. 10 возвращается, да? Работа с людьми. Мастер своего дела. Характер мне, наверное, нужен все равно. Блин, все равно пару, хотя бы пару прокачать. Так, хитрость. Особая атака реактивным ранцем. Это когда он пикирует. Ну, ловкость 50, да ну нафиг. Короче, в первую очередь мне нужен трофей. Тоже, кстати, интеллект, да? Ну ладно.
I don't have any time right now.
Робот.
Whatever you want, you won't find it here.
Понял, понял. Понял, принял. Сейчас подожду сначала, пока вы свалите. А потом... Угу.
Too easy.
Блин, меня заметили. Тихо, ребята. Рушный динозаврик. Что за меч? Меч Акалита. Ловкость 21. Ну, так беспонтовый, конечно, обычный меч. Эти чертовы роботы.
Too easy.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Опять запалил меня. Ладно, хрен с ним, без батончика. Проживем как-нибудь. Что ж теперь сделаешь? Так, можно? Да ладно, всего пачку сигарет стырил. Ладно, задолбали вы меня. Бычки пособираем. О, вон как можно было, да? Блин, эта сволочь один хрен шансов не даст. Ну ладно. Стражники. Туда-сюда можно зайти? А, тут больше ничего нет. Здесь ничего и там ничего. Так. Ну мы по левой руке же идем, правильно? Значит, идем дальше. Ё-моё, тут еще и... Слушай, ну какая анимация какая-то вообще ужасная, смотри. Ну уж могли бы это нормально сделать.
Listen to me, disciple of Kalan. The cleric Bertram has returned to our side. We give thanks for his safe homecoming, and welcome him back among his brethren.
Что происходит?
All who have faith will be saved. And so, another stray comes to seek safety in the arms of Kalan. Welcome to the Horde, the stronghold of the clerics. Your presence here can only mean that Kalan's light shines upon you. Open yourself to this opportunity. Give yourself over to the teachings of Kalan.
I will.
Your dedication will be rewarded. Kalan sees all. Act in his name, and he will strike down your enemies.
Who are you?
I am Oswald. When Brother Rayner found me, I was just a wretched pile of misery. I was blind to who I could be. Rayner built me up, gave purpose to my life. Now, I'm spreading the teachings that saved me from destroying myself, in hope that those words can be the salvation of others, that they can save all of Magalan. So I invite you to stay here and contemplate with us, brother.
Tell me more about Kalan.
Before the comet burned the face of Magalan, the prophet Arvid foresaw the danger. He received the teachings of Kalan in whispers, and tried to warn the people of Magalan of the horror that was to come. They must reject the distractions of the world and give themselves over to the pursuit of knowledge. Each must seek the purity of knowledge. Each must seek out the strongest, the fittest, the brightest. And so, Kalan came to the people and promised if they did this, if they worked together to follow the path to the infinite skies, then he would save them from the horror that was to come. But they would not listen. And so, the comet destroyed the civilization that was here on Magalan. Now, if we are to survive the dangers that are yet to come, we must listen to the words of Kalan and hear his wisdom. Only the pure will be taken up into the infinite skies. Only under the infinite skies will we truly see all. We must trust in Kalan.
Where is Kalan supposed to take you?
Up to the infinite skies, to where knowledge counts above all. There, we will truly see the universe as it is. The path to enlightenment is difficult, and only those who are worthy will receive Kalan's blessing. Look inside yourself, and take my words to heart. May they be a guide in the times to come. And carry Kalan in your heart.
Короче, ты балабол, я понял тебя. О, мастер-бронник. Телепорт. Я думал, вы по мою душу уже сюда приперлись, нет? Фига вы, блин, ребята. Ну шо?
Any asshole caught stealing will be sent to the suggesters.
Why do you assume everyone wants to steal from you?
I have my reasons. And I have to look after my stocks. We're low on resources here. I can't go wasting them on thieves. And sure, it would be great if every acolyte could get the armor we make for paladins, but my supplies are limited. Only those who have acquired that rank can get that reward.
I want to trade.
Right you are. I'll show you what you can buy at your rank.
Энергетический щит. Кстати, смотри-ка, я могу его использовать, да? Но урон плюс 1 всего. Огнемет. Способны поглотить любую атаку. Пятихатка, да, там? Шахтерская каска. Че. Амулет солдатов. Сила и бой плюс. Да. Так, а мне ж не надо, да, эту фигню? Бросить нафиг. У меня какой амулет? Ремесла и харизма. Взлом. И выживание есть. Как раз боя и не хватает. Ремесла, харизма. Чё там? Ремесла, характер, звание. Да, только боя не хватает. Да и нафиг.
Shit. The cathedral. That place has to have profit in every corner. And we are walking right to it.
Ну так действуй, чувак. Чё ты, блин? Фига у тебя броня, я тоже такую хочу. И ружбайку тоже. Блин, ну и... Я только вот определился, думаю, блин, буду этим изгоем. А тут у клириков, конечно, получше все. Ну, по крайней мере, на первый взгляд. Ты кто такой? Альбрих. О, потом какой-то хер кланяется.
Yes, the newcomer. Now, there is a face that shows the world as it is. Conflict, friendship, betrayal, and trust. Let me get a look at you. Whatever you have seen, you are free of it now. You've reached us here.
By free, you mean released, right? Not like we can never earn a profit again.
Your personal riches are secondary. It is not what we strive to accomplish here.
No, that's fine. That's just less competition. You strive away and let Ray take care of the shards.
I need to talk to you.
Then talk. Tell me what you want.
The clerics say that they are leading the fight against the Alps. But do you really expect you can beat them with the forces you have here in the Horde?
Faith is a weapon that can achieve much. I believe in Kalan. I believe in the technology he's given us, and in the men and women who carry it. We clerics were the first of the factions to rise after the ashes of the Comet, and while other alliances have come and gone, we have prevailed. So, we shall continue to do so, if it is Kalan's will that we should do so. But, if you ask me if we can hold out against the Berserkers, the Outlaws, and the Albs, then I would ask whose interest would the destruction of the Horde serve? And the answer can only be the Albs. You've seen them. The converters they built on our lands. The will of Kalan shall be made real. We will drive them from the converter in the north and from the lands of all the free people. The clerics shall prevail, and I hope that other factions can realize this in time to save themselves.
And you think the other faction should serve under the clerics?
We must work together if we are to survive. But we must work together with Kalan to lead us all. We must find a way to persuade the other factions to agree to work with us. Then together we can destroy the Albs. I need an ambassador for this task. Someone who can take my proposals to the other factions. But to know if you are suitable for this role, I must know who you are. And I need an honest answer.
Ну, ты мне вызываешь доверие, чувак.
I don't know who I am now, but I was Jax, an Alp commander.
And you walk in here and confess that? Since when do Albs come to talk? Are you lying? Or are you here to kill me? Draw your weapon here, and this cathedral will be a grave to both of us.
I'm not here to kill you. I was Jax. Now, I'm trying to find out who I am.
Then, you have renounced the hybrid and joined the free people?
I am free from Elex. I'm exiled from the Ice Palace. I was betrayed, and now I'm being hunted by my own people.
So you're here seeking protection? To save your own skin? Or have you really escaped the Elex and seen the life there is outside Zakor? Commander Jax, the Alb, standing here. That is not something I would have believed. Yet, here you stand.
I was a wanderer. Now, I seek a cause.
Well, whoever you were shouldn't matter. The present counts for all, and yesterday for little. Kalan says the past is there to teach us, not judge us. Renounce your past, and you can come to Kalan in wisdom. That will take courage. And in these bleak days, courage is vital if we are to save this world. But you must have questions. Ask, and may Kalan bring you enlightenment.
Are the Albs still attacking the Horde?
It has been some time since their last major assault. But I'm sure you know that already, Commander Jax. But the attacks we suffered took too many brave souls. Souls who would have been better improving Magalan than lying in graves. The death of Judicator Johann was a particular shot. But for the price that was paid, there was one exacted, and the Albs haven't attacked us in such strength again. Well, that is my hope. They could simply be massing for a bigger assault. We've had time to retrain, regroup, but it is hardly a secret that we are short of personnel. So, if you are here working with the Albs, you'll see nothing that's not known already. And we know that the Albs have used the time to entrench themselves deeper at that damned converter of theirs. Perhaps securing that was the extent of their plans, or perhaps they're just waiting for us to attack it before they strike again.
What do you know about the Alb forces? The most recent information I have is that Commander Yurik has 3 garrisons supported by fighting machines and colossi.
Then I can only hope they haven't brought up any more reinforcements.
Will you wait for an Alb attack or strike first?
The converter has to be taken out of operation. It is the only way to free Ignadon, and the longer they sit there, the more time they have to prepare. We need to attack the converter, but it will take a major offensive. And that will cost us in lives and material.
Why have you waited so long to attack? Surely they get stronger while you're waiting.
The answer to that should be obvious when you walk around the Horde. While our production lines have made up for our losses in fighting machines, they can't do the same with people. And the death of Judicator Johann has left us with another issue. The shortage of a commander with real field experience.
What about you? Can you lead the attack?
No. That is far from my skill set. Logistics, defense, and interpreting Kalan's commandments are where my strengths lie. We need someone like you. An experienced commander. Someone who understands the Albs. What about you? You've seen the world. You must understand something of the Albs. Will you fight with us? Soldier or commander, we need people who have seen the world.
I don't know. My memories of those times are only fragments, though I'm sure I was betrayed so someone could take my place.
No? Well, humility is an important trait in a leader. Or do you have another reason for not wanting to be considered?
If that is so important, why entrust it to someone who has just walked in through your doors? Do you always trust people so easily?
I trust my faith, and there is something about you that tells me you have a part to play in all that will come. Faith will show me the way. But perhaps you are intended for a different role. Will you go out as an ambassador to the free people? Speak to those who lead the other factions. Find me someone with experience. Someone independent. Someone who can lead. That in itself will give you a hand in shaping all our futures.
I will find you your experienced commander.
Good. Then go out to the other free people. This commander will be a symbol of the need for us all to work together. Be they separatist, berserker, or outlaw, find someone with experience of leading troops in battle. Someone willing to risk themselves to stop the Albs. Someone willing to lead from the front by example.
You sound like you really believe we will find someone out there.
Faith and necessity sometimes breed hope. You should ask the leaders of the other factions if they will take on this role. If they decline, try their commanders. May Kalan and good fortune be with you.
Понятно, короче.
We must find...
Должны. Должны. Короче, клирики в жопе, да? Так, подожди, там еще же проход был, нет? Или я ошибаюсь? Я не ошибаюсь. Тут. Тихо. Тогда меня никто не видит. Тихо, блин, я сигарету хотел взять. Это что такое? Оплата Калаана получена. Не понял. Оплот Калаана. А, это типа щит. Сопротивляемость яду. Урон маленький, но есть и сопротивляемость. Ну ладно. Охранная консоль. Никто меня не видит.
Computer controlling access to something. I should leave this for now.
Угу. Короче, будет какое-то задание или, возможно, какое-то задание.
Halt. State your business. Only officially authorized personnel may enter. The archives are sacred stores of knowledge. Our faith preserves us, and we preserve the wisdom of our ancestors.
What wisdom?
The scriptures, the writings, the texts, the foundation of our faith, and old world manuals that support our technology. Here the worthy study. Here the worthy learn. And unless you're worthy, you aren't coming in.
Mm-hmm.
Forget it. I was about to go anyway.
Then don't let me keep you. Kalan bless your path.
What are you studying?
Everything that brings us closer to our goal.
What does that mean?
It means passing Kalan's tests. Kalan only takes those who are pure, and so to preach his words, we must be the purest of all. And knowledge, facts, interpretation, and analysis are the purest form of all devotion. And science is the purest of all the forms of study. It brings clarity to the mind. To achieve purity of the soul, we must understand ourselves. The berserkers and the outlaws will never have the discipline for that. They live in the moment. We have committed ourselves to the future. May Kalan open the infinite skies for us all.
Do you also study the old world?
Of course. If we repeat the mistakes of our ancestors, it could lead to another catastrophe. That is one of the reasons why we only task those with the strongest wills to study. Who knows what corrupting influences these artifacts could have?
Where do you get the material to study?
It takes persistence and luck. We send out our reclamation squads to search old world ruins. First, the selected area has to be pacified. As soon as that is done, we begin salvaging the valuable pieces and bringing them here.
How can I get on a reclamation squad?
You can't. We have specialists for that work. Trust me, you wouldn't want to.
Фига ты меня выкинул. Ну ладно. Ты чё за... Чёрт.
So, here is the Wanderer I have heard about.
You've heard of me?
I know everything that happens here. So much so that some have taken to calling me the Eye of Kalan. I am Reinhold, Judicator. I stand watch for all those in the Hort, and the Hort stands as the guardian for all of Magalan. Such a duty requires vigilance. It means I must ask of everyone who comes here, are you friend or foe? Do you come here to gain the blessings of the clerics, or to oppose us?
Why should I join you?
Because we can show you the path to salvation, for yourself and for all of Magalan. The Prophet Arvid helped preserve the knowledge of the past, and set us on a course to use it to build a future. You can be a part of that future. You can find your true purpose amongst our ranks.
Ай, блин, нет, я пока... Или, блин... Ну, давай ты
Yes, I want to become a cleric.
Then Kalan will welcome you. Good. I can see potential in you. Let us hope that this potential can be realized. May your time in the Hort be peaceful and productive.
Вы меня приняли или что ли, или че?
Tell me more about the clerics.
What would you like to know?
What's happening in the city?
Kalan is wise, but mysterious. Through the Prophet Arvid, he warned us of the comet and the downfall of our world. He laid down the foundations for the clerics out of the ashes of the old civilization. To Kalan, knowledge and wisdom are sacred. It is through knowledge and understanding that we can find our way to the infinite skies and a true understanding of ourselves.
Infinite skies.
A place of true enlightenment and salvation. Kalan teaches us that the comet's fires will not be the only challenge we face in our quest for survival. If we are to save the people of this world, we must teach them Kalan's ways, that we must work together and gather all the knowledge we can. Because when the next catastrophe strikes our world, only those who have been prepared will survive.
Where did you get your technological knowledge?
Arvid himself left behind this knowledge. The gathering of old world knowledge, and the order to further it, was his greatest gift to all who have followed him. It has given us the machines that allow our way of life to continue. It has given us the technology we need to be ready for the next challenge we face. So, as you see, science and religion do not have to be mutually exclusive.
Tell me how promotion works within the Horde.
People who are new to our ranks are welcomed as an acolyte. Acolytes can learn the art of suggestion, train and learn the fundamentals of our way of life. The same applies for our legates and paladins. Each new rank brings new advantages, obligations, and privileges such as equipment.
Why would I want to become a cleric?
Because we are the last bastion against the Alps. Our strength, our faith, and our technology are the only things that can stop them. Where the outlaws profit and the berserkers roll in the dirt, we have knowledge. The knowledge to make the world into what it once was, and much more. Join us, and you can participate in our knowledge, faith, and our technology.
So, who are you? The welcoming committee?
I am adjudicator. I oversee everything in the Horde, from punishment to initiation.
Explain the rules of the Horde to me.
Well, Kalan's commandments are simple and fair. They are rules to be found in many places, but to us, they are sacred. Theft, physical assault, murder, the dealing of chems are all punishable offenses. You may face a fine, re-education, or for the worst offenders, execution. And of course, your soul will pay the price. Stay with us, and you will learn of Kalan and his ways. Abide by the words of the great prophet Arvid, and you will open your way to eternity.
Eternity. Check.
Ебать, сколько болтовни-то, а, бесполезной.
So, you decide who becomes a cleric and who doesn't.
Correct. Initiates are only allowed to join us when I decide they are worthy. And should they complete the tasks that are given to them, then I would welcome them into our community. And every acolyte that joins us can then begin on the path of enlightenment to gain promotion here.
I'm not sure. I would like to think about it.
Each man must choose his own path. I hope you change your mind. But in the meantime, perhaps you could assist me in something. I could use the help of someone who hasn't had time to establish themselves here. Someone with a more objective viewpoint. We've recently had to deal with the sad deaths of some of the faithful who wandered right into the arms of a chem dealer. Every one of us suffers temptation, and all must hope they can prevail against it. But those who deal in misery, who exploit the weakness of others, they are a problem that must be eliminated. Complete this task, and you will open the door to becoming a cleric, a true warrior for Kalan.
Да мне уже дали это задание. До тебя, ты чё?
Is chem dealing a big problem here in the Horde?
I had thought we were free of their vile product. But it seems we do have something of a problem. A large reward has been offered to anyone able to bring them to justice. That should prevent this from becoming a bigger problem. If you think you can find these dealers, I would welcome your insight.
Chem dealers? Bound to have weapons. Bound to be pissed if you poke into their business.
If it was an easy job, it would have been done already.
So, you think you are responsible for holding back the Alps?
That is the task of the clerics now. Personally, I oversee the defense of the Horde. It is Judicator Ulbricht who is overseeing the war against the Alps. Not a task that I envy him. But then at least his work is black and white. There are Albs and there are clerics. While I must decide which category these separatists belong in. Visitors, vagrants, travelers, and enigmas, they are all part of my responsibility.
About the...
Yes?
Do you have any leads on where they may be operating?
Well, I had given Dietrich the task of investigating them, but he doesn't seem to have had much luck so far. You should check what leads he has. To my knowledge, he had slimmed the investigation down to 3 suspects. You should start with them.
Did Dietrich say why he suspected these 3?
Dietrich said his investigation had eliminated everyone apart from Oswald, Hagen, and Siegfried. He can explain his methodology to you. But as I recall, it was a simple process of rejecting anyone who lacked the requisite access and opportunity. You should speak with the guards who were on duty at the time. Try and get that information as a written report. Anecdote and memory are best not relied on in these cases.
Are there any more details you can tell me about the chem dealing?
Well, these cases are difficult. Once you find someone who has lapsed into use, they rarely give up the culprit for hope of keeping their supply. But in this case, the user let slip the time of the deal. So we've been working backwards from there. The user involved, though, well, he's no longer in a position to provide us with useful information. And so we are relying on getting reports from the guards that can help us place who was where on the night in question. Let us hope this line of investigation produces something concrete.
Where can I find these guards?
Well, there's Xander. He was on duty at the main gate on the night in question. Then there is the mine guard and the factory guard. Have you been to the mine? If not, you will find it to the west, below the cathedral. The factory guards patrol to the north, by the mech production facilities.
Кажется, я нашел. Точно еще не нашел. Болтовня, болтовня, сплошная болтовня. Нормально все? Так, оттуда я пришел.
Stop! Where do you think you're going?
What is this area?
You are here at the Chamber, the Palace of Sinners. Break the commandments of Kalan and Ignadon, and the Chamber will welcome you. And you walk in and look around? Well, as it happens, you can. Reinhold recently ordered that everyone can enter to see with their own eyes what we do with heretics. So go in and look around. If anything will push back the power of temptation, it's what you'll see in there. What is it?
I need to ask you some questions.
So, Reinhold's brought in... I've already written the report as ordered, but remind me, who are...
Siegfried, Hagen, and Oswald.
That's exactly who I wrote up in my report. All that I know is there. Maybe it will help.
Thanks.
Move along.
Понятно. Пропаганда.
No, no, no. Not me. I won't. Kalan will save me. See? No. No, please. Not today. The father? No. No.
Eli.
No. Not yet.
Those self-righteous bastards. They should all rot. Every last one of them. Can't you see the truth about them? And you? What about you? Don't tell me you're planning on joining those lunatics. You can't be that stupid. Just get me the fuck out of here, will you? These bastards have got no right to keep me here.
You're obviously not here willingly.
No shit. I was kidnapped, so they could try and brainwash me into joining this cult. But they won't get me so easily.
How did you end up here?
They said we attacked one of their outposts. Total bullshit. What do they think I am, suicidal? Anyway, they wouldn't listen. They dragged me here and tried to brainwash me. But their bullshit didn't take. I remembered everything. And so instead of setting me free, they dropped me down here.
Where are you from?
Tavar. A bunch of these assholes came over the border. These idiots I was with were too busy fighting among themselves to see the clerics creeping up on us. They ambushed us out there and then dragged us to Ignidon after we'd been wounded.
But you do have a plan.
Plan? I don't have a plan. Not yet. I just know I have to get out of here. I won't let them turn me into some mindless slave.
And you expect me to help you?
Expect? I don't expect anything. But I hope you can see what these clerics say about free people is bullshit. They don't care about freedom. They want to brainwash you. So, will you help me?
Just to warn you, Eli's a slippery murderer shit.
And you're the most useless example of an outlaw ever to walk Tavar, Ray.
Да, надо, блин, определяться потихоньку, за кого я буду. Может быть.
Maybe? What's maybe? This is a world of action. Maybe won't save you when they try to fry your mind, like they tried with me. You think on that.
Ну, даже не знаю. Ну, надо определяться, да, за кого. Еще в прошлое видео я так к изгоям больше тянулся. Сейчас что-то... Клирики, конечно, блин. Хоть и фанатики, но... Как-то, мне кажется, поудачнее все-таки. Опа, это что такое? Палач. Реально убиваете
What
людей?
is it you want? It's prayer time, so make it quick.
What is this place?
Here, we bring peace and honor to those who refuse Kalan. For only an honorable death can bring salvation. Only an honorable death can purify a tainted soul. And so, I bring honor to the souls who break Kalan's commandments.
Shit, you guys are insane. You stab them and say you're saving them? We have a saying for that in the desert. What the fuck?
There is no honor in the desert.
It doesn't sound like there's any honor in here.
Да,
Lead me to my prayer.
это точно, ребята. Это полная херня. Что нам за хер наблюдает? А? Короче, вы просто убиваете людей, да, сволочи, блин.
Not allow yourselves to be led astray by the temptations of Elex.
Это у нас что-то, блин, это какой-то кошмар. Я, блин, и за 2 часа тут не пройду все. Да уже, блин, скоро 2 будет. А, вот и я и прошел круг полностью, да? Фига себе. Круг полностью прошел, но тут еще до хрена что есть. Ну. Тра-та-та-та. шахта какая-то тут у вас совсем никудышная. Это даже не шахта, это так. Херня какая-то подзаборная. Так, что ему там надо было? Ремесла, да? 4, по-моему. Да? А у меня ремесла вообще 1. Не получится, нифига. Ты кто?
What are you doing? Hey, there's something. I'm here to, and I can offer you top quality for a decent price.
What goods have you got?
Of course.
Увещеватель. На единичку. Обычный увещеватель. Всякая херня, короче, тебя дружок тут. Ничего интересного. О, рецепт. Прямо вывозить. Огромного запаса энергии. Все. Пойдет. И что это было такое? Ага, чик-чик. Через стенку можно заглядывать, да? Ева.
You didn't come here to pray, did you? I can spot the devout. And you don't look like you're here to ask for divine assistance, am I right?
Нет, ты не угадала. Ну, давай.
You're right. I don't need assistance.
Ha! I knew it. You know, there is a reason why I wanted to talk to you. For all the thirst for knowledge in this place, people can be a little focused. They want logic, straight answers. They forbid anyone from looking deeper into things. And that's crazy. I mean, knowledge is wisdom. Wisdom brings you closer to Kalan. So what's wrong with getting some answers? Which brings me to you. I'm betting you have answers, and I'm betting you're the curious type.
Естественно.
Does Kalan approve of betting?
Yes. No. Who knows? I mean, some of those texts are hard to work out. Unless you just believe what people say they mean. But then I guess that's why I keep getting in trouble. So, are you going to help me?
Tell me your problem.
Have you ever heard of the Prophet Arvid?
No. Should I have?
Oh, yeah. He's the founder of our order. The reason why the clerics exist.
Tell me about Arvid.
Well, sure, okay. Like I said, he's the founder of our order. He was born about 200 years ago, we think, and he was the first to be enlightened by Kalan. After the comet hit, it was his burden and his privilege to lead people into a new future, to save those who had survived. The first followers were here, in the Horde. They had saved technology from destruction, and Kalan showed them how that technology could be used to help all the people of Magalan. They reached out to others, but not everyone listened. You can see what became of the rest when you look to Tavar.
What did Arvid do?
He wrote the rules that have bound us here in the Horde. And our ancestors began research on how Elex could be used for the good of all. With it, even though our community was small, we were able to defend ourselves from the malice of the godless.
All seems a bit vague.
Yes, I know. I mean, some details have been lost in time. Some believe Arvid still remains among us, although that is nonsense. Some uneducated people wanted to proclaim him a god, even during his lifetime, but he always spurned this idea. It is likely that he saw his time coming. According to the lore, grief about the unreasonableness of people tore him apart from the inside, and when he could take the pain no longer, it is said that he left the people with the words of Kalan and went into the Great Light. Scholars are still arguing to this day about what the Great Light is exactly. Some say that he rose to heaven to Kalan. Others claim that he set forth to find the reason for the crater. But that's exactly my point. I want to know more, but only certain scholars are allowed to see the text. But there's something about Arvid, something about those early works that doesn't make sense. And I can't work out why. But will they let me in the archives to study his writings? No. I sneaked in. They threw me out. I was lucky to avoid re-education. Concentrate on what's right here, right now, they told me. It is only possible to change the future if you draw the correct conclusions from the past, they said.
So you need access to the archives?
No. Well, yeah, that would be great, but for now, I just need a book. All that I want is a copy of Arvid's teachings. There has to be a written copy, or a recorded copy somewhere. It's just not available to us out here. And that bugs me. So, do you think you can get into the archives and get it for me?
По-люба... Ах, опять харизма. Ну харизму там я могу.
I'll think...
Good. I would like to get... I am... Then...
Я же могу харизму поднять? Характер, блин. Нафиг, ладно, потом с тобой поболтаем. Ты всякую чушь опять несешь какую-то. Так, где я еще не был? Черт побери. Вот в этом центральном здании я не был. Да? Ба-ба, я запутался. В каждом куске тут какие-то железяки валяются. В каждой кучке. Так, ничего не понимаю. Так, ладно, ты тут стоишь. А, это твоя хата? Сволочь такая. Не дает мне пошарить у себя в хате. Чего у тебя тут такого интересного, что ты не даешь мне? Пачка сигарет. Все? Больше ни хрена. Ладно, ладно, все, ушел. Так. Где я еще не был? Администрация. Тут я был. Там я был. Тут я был. Так, и там уже выход, да? Ну все получается. Получается, я везде был. В администрации был. Ну, там еще на верхах, по-моему, не был, да? Ай, блин. Фига тут сколько железа тут валяется. И даже золото под ногами валяется прям. Так, так, так. Отсюда я вышел. Сюда я... Так, этот. Да, похоже, такого здесь не было.
My mind is always left clear after talking to Balder.
You do know why that is right. Can't you remember anything?
Yes.
Дом внушителей. Че, не можно здесь находиться-то хоть?
I don't know that either, whatever you say.
Sure, okay.
Do you believe that? Really believe it?
Don't personally.
There's nowhere near enough Felix out there for that.
Так, сундук.
Too easy.
Тихо. Нормуль все. Нормуль. Внушитель. Балехряб.
You can just leave it like that.
Be on your best behavior, all right?
Че, нельзя? Или
I'll
можно?
see you later.
Можно вот так вот пробежать просто.
Leave your hands where I can see them.
Ты же говоришь.
They say that the pilgrim Thorold has answers, but who knows?
Как просто их обворовать? Нету ничего интересного особо.
Don't take it personally.
You don't know that either, whatever you say.
You definitely got the wrong end of the stick.
They say that the pilgrim Thorold has answers, but who knows?
Don't take it personally.
Do you believe that? Really believe it?
Nothing is free in life.
Понятно.
They say that. You know they collect Elex for themselves.
What the fuck are you doing, Equal? Just fuck off,
There's
will
nothing
you?
for you here. Yes, just leave.
Did you get lost?
Да ладно вам, ребят.
Kalan be with you. What brings you to me? Are you here to pay your tithe?
Платить десятину.
I'm not here to pay anything.
All who stay here must pay their tithe to honor Kalan.
But let's get to the point. As the highest suggester, I don't have much free time, as I'm sure you understand.
Suggestion?
The correction of those who have strayed from the path of the pure. As the high suggester, I assist the minds and souls of the lost to return to Kalan's ways through suggestion. Kalan's will works through a skill all clerics must learn. The mind must be free from false teachings. The body pure, free of the poison of Elex. Only then can we be at one with Kalan and his community. As a patriarch, it is my job to guide and advise. The will of Kalan clears the mind.
How do you clear someone's mind?
Through suggestion. We have developed technology, implants that allow us to guide the minds of others. It takes training, but it means we can bring people back to the pure path, or suggest to them that they do things that will assist us. It is an art that only the clerics understand.
use suggestion on the other factions?
When necessary. But suggestion is a tricky art, and it is always better if you can persuade someone instead of manipulating their mind. That said, suggestion is a useful weapon when necessary. I wish we could use it freely on the Alps, but they have proven to be resistant. Some say it is because they are strong of mind, others that it is because they have been poisoned. But I think the answer is more straightforward. Their commanders are using an extreme form of brainwashing on them already. Their minds are already being controlled.
So this is where you brainwash people?
No. You can't force people to change who they are. You can only bring out their better traits. That is what I do. I re-educate people. That is what I must do now. There is a poor wretch who requires re-education. Leave me. I must help him find the light of Kalan. Faith...
Ну, вот и все. По-моему. Вроде бы как я везде все уже. Везде здесь вроде бы как побывал. Ну что ж, на сегодня, я думаю, хватит. Всем спасибо за просмотр. До скорых встреч.